Well, looky there. You made it back for your winter semester. Man, am I glad to see you. Because we've got some great things lined up, and you need to be there for it. So, let's not skip around the block. It's time for your first week of class. And this week, we're going to do something that every king has to do. How they do it is totally up to them, but we all have to. And that's Costuming 101. And to give you a little insight on how he does it, I brought all the way from Nashville, Tennessee, Mr. Calvin Brooks. Take it away.
Hey guys, Calvin Brooks here. Just going to show you some basics of my costuming. So starting off, this hat was originally blue. I decided to spray it a metallic gold, and then I spread a layer of liquid stitch first. Then I drenched it with an extra fine glitter over a piece of paper or some type of catcher so I could reuse the glitter that fell. And then I used a paintbrush in the finer areas. I did the exact same thing with these shoes, except I painted the black areas in addition to the black glitter, as well as painted the gold areas with the gold glitter. And again, used the paintbrush for the finer areas, just for a cleaner look. Now these shoes have no paint. I typically use a DMC quality rhinestone. On these we have the DMCs. I use Jets or black in 3 different sizes, which is common for me to do. I usually mix 16s, 20s, and 30 SS just for more depth and shine. And I used Jetham or silver in 20 SS and cyan or red in 20 SS, again with liquid stitch. Alright, so I don't know how to sew, so I make everything with glue. Liquid stitch is my go-to for literally almost everything. So here's a vest that I covered with fabric. I use my pillow for shirts, vests, jackets, anything like that, just to give it a body shape. Glue placement is extremely when it comes to gluing things on the outside of the vest or the garment. So I want to make sure that I always get a really clean glue line. I start on the side with a clean line flush to the seam. After each glued piece, I use a weight. In this case, it's another pillow for pressure. And I let it just sit there for a few minutes, long enough for the glue to get tacky enough to hold the fabric down, then move on to the next section. So this part, the side, and then the shoulder will be the only parts that I glue on the outside of the actual vest. Then I do the sides where the buttons are, but this part and every other part will be glued onto the inside of the vest. Each section after is done the exact same way. Okay, here I covered an old tie the same as the vest, and here they are together. Always iron afterwards. Here's the pants. I only covered the front panels of it. I just did a clean line of glue following the seams and used pressure to assure it was glued down all the way, and then ironed and stoned all of the black areas with 16s, 20s, and 30 SS jet stones. Okay, this is an example of some stoning. This example I have cheap plastic stones that I ordered from Wish, I believe. They're a clear crystal AB color. E6000 will eat these stones. I'm using liquid stitch to apply these. I used a normal shape as well as a teardrop shape to add texture. When I stone, I do it in layers so that it stays even throughout. Here's after it's been layered. Alright, here's the matching shirt that I did the same effect on the collar. I use a wax style pencil. I believe they're 10 for $1 on Wish. The trick to these is having the stone on a hard surface, and your wax pencil must be sharp with a fresh tip. I lay my glue spots down first, and this technique makes stoning quick and effective. I mimic this on the cuffs of the shirt. Alright, this is a long project that is about 1/3 of the way done. I took a pea coat and I actually cut out the back and took a Goodwill sequin dress, cut it up into pieces, and refurbished it piece by piece onto the jacket. I lay out all the pieces first, and then I glue them down to make sure that they don't go anywhere that they're not supposed to be. I decided to add some unique stones to place in between the sequin patches. The design comes up the left front side, across the shoulder, and then across the upper back, and then down the right arm and bottom right panel. And like I said, this piece isn't anywhere near done, so stay tuned if you want to see the finished product. It might take me about a year, but I have a lot of working ideas to complete this jacket. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching and for all of your support. And my greatest appreciation goes out to Trey Alize and Vincent and King Me and King You for inviting me to be a part of this series. I hope that this has helped at least somebody out there. I know that I have a lot more to learn about costuming, but these are just a couple of the things that I've learned along the way.